Yeah, what brings you out here?
Well, you know, Russell calls, you answer that phone.
That means you're doing something good.
Yeah, he calls a couple times, you're like, what does Russell want so early in the morning? Nah, man, we're not just here to inform people and give them some tools to, you know, help the financial life, you know?
Exactly. You gotta get some key advice to give out to the people today.
I can just, you know, give my experience as basically as a Houstonian, as an entrepreneur, and as an artist. And basically, the main thing is inform yourself. You know, inform yourself, and just when you realize that sometimes you're being targeted, you know, by interest rates and by companies, and because a lot of times in hip hop, we're like, man, I'm a pimp, I'm a hustler, I'm nobody's, you know, blank. Well, guess what? When you send that minimum payment for 3 years, and then you got the debt collector, well, guess somebody pimping you. Somebody pimping you. So don't let it happen.
My question was, man, regarding your music, what I've noticed is that when I listen to it, I laugh my ass off, boy. It's funny. So that's what I gotta say. What I gotta say about that is, what do you guys say to people that are into that? Because I'm doing that stuff too, man, and it's different. I'm trying to do stuff that's lighter, you know, stuff that's more appealing to people that make them laugh, you know, and that's what you got, and that works. So what do you think that will evolve in the music to keep it fresh, to keep it like?
Well, that's what hip hop is about. Hip hop is about originality, creativity, individuality, and expressing yourself. And at the end of the day, it's art. Once you start looking too much about selling to certain people, or you're worried about pleasing Walmart or pleasing your major label, your A&R, then now it's no longer art. Now you're just doing stuff for just these 50 people in suits.
But then, see, where you got your own style, there is no other chingo bling. You know,
make your own lane.
Exactly. So you got your own style going. So you see there's like a market for other people to make their own type of style?
Yeah, if you walk in the record store and everybody on the posters is frowning and trying to be the hardest thing on the planet, there's an opportunity to have fun.
Exactly. And that's what you're doing. That's tight. And then, can I bug you for a picture?
Can we get that on the record?
Vegetarian tamales, we got them. Por favor, believe it.
So I guess, what brings you here today?
You know what? I'm very happy to know that Mr. Russell Simmons has decided to bring the Hip Hop Financial Summit, just ways to keep your money here to Houston. I've always been down for helping youngsters to just find out more about getting your hustle on, getting your grind on, but finding ways to keep your money, which is most important. So I'm very happy to be out here today.
And anything you have to say to college students out there?
College students, first of all, keep the faith, keep your head up. I know it's kind of hard, and I know sticking to the books can be sometimes hard to get distracted and all of those things, but please believe when you have something to fall back, even if you want to be an entertainer later on in life or whatever it is, always having that college education is very, very important. You always want something to fall back on.
I'm for you. We have a guest sometime. I got a guest.
And anything you want to say to college students out there regarding, you know, hip hop or financial responsibility, anything?
Well, it's important to be responsible, like Dad was just saying.
Yeah.
You know, and being in college, sometimes it's hard to step out on your own from under your parents' wings and just really, you know, make decisions on your own. And I think it's really important to be responsible financially. So you guys pay attention to that, and you know, that way you can get to these stages in life to where you can make your own decisions about and be stable. Yeah, that's most important thing.
And maybe a little sampler. Would you mind?
I don't wanna fuss and fight, I get it. I'd rather be alone or home with someone else. It's tearing me up inside. You tell me you love me, full of so much stupid pride. I get it. Don't matter who's wrong or right. I get it. I'd rather be alone with someone else. It's tearing me up inside. You tell me you love me, full of so much stupid pride. I get it.
Thank you so much.
Lady Luck. Shout out to Texas A&M. That was Lady Luck.
It's the boy Short, you know what I'm saying, the H-Town representing Southern Flame Splitter. Shout out to all my fellow Aggies, because I did go to A&M, you know what I'm saying. Shouts out to the Battalion, everybody over there in College Station. College Boy family.
What brings you out here, man?
Oh yeah, man, I'm here for the Hip Hop Summit, you know, me and Russ doing it. First rap artist off of Russ Simmons music group, so gotta come out here and put it down for my city.
Any advice to college students out there about finances?
Save your money. Don't spend your refund checks on the new shoes. And them handbags save your money.
And then, oh, here we go.
Let's see what shoes you got on today.
Don't listen to the messengers. Listen to the message.
We kick a freestyle though about the finances. Let's do a little off-top freestyle, baby. Here we go. We're gonna pass the finances to my boy Show. He's gonna kick it off. You know what's going off. Let's do it, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Come on, he wrecked it, man. I can't even.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You can't bring nothing back.
That's too hot.
I beat you backstage. You know what I'm saying?
That's too hot.
You know what I'm saying? Get him hyped up. Come on.
Hey, he did his thing though. You can't hate that.
We don't sometimes well, but then we don't have literacy. So you go to HSA and .org, you can learn about it, but it's the obvious. It's not so obvious. In other words, you go to school, you don't learn it. Your family doesn't have any experience with it. You're not surrounded by a lot of intelligence about finance. So we want to bring that here. The Hip Hop Summit is the best place to bring it for the artists. I mean, the best team to bring it with. The artists are inspiring. You see them get ahead in the world, you see them make money. You don't see the management process. So when they come in, they teach you the most obvious. What's a FICO score? How do you manipulate your FICO score? What do you need to build a stable, lasting, equitable relationship? And a lot of that stuff is just simple. So we want to show them how simple it is. Get the stars what they listen to. I don't think they're teaching you anything.
When you raise what's the end result?
Well, the end result is an ongoing process, education. There's a lack of interest in education to some level, and there's also a lack of information about financial literacy and how to manage your relationship with the world. I mean, it's available. You can look for it. You know, a lot of people don't know how to look for it. The artist can teach you how to take your first steps towards financial freedom. That's what it is. The Hip Hop Summit is a good place to start. If you're a person who seems locked out and you relate to hip hop but don't relate to school, it doesn't matter if you do or not relate to school because they don't teach this subject in school. So it's a subject that's important. The artists are teaching it. We have people from Crisis Financial who are successful in teaching this subject, along with the artists on the panel. It's a good, well-rounded panel. It'll teach you a lot if you're listening. If not, go to hsan.org. You get all the information.
And also, we have a problem in our community, a lot of materialism, but not going from materialism and trying to try to make it from there.
Well, I'm not so afraid of the materialism as that people can manage their wealth. I mean, you learn a lot about man. I mean, first of all, I don't think anybody's going to starve. I say this all the time. It's very important. This is not something people recommend I say sometimes. They don't like the way it sounds, but I don't think anybody's that hungry. All the poor people I see are overweight. I don't think people are starving. I think it's consciousness that they're lacking. So, when you learn to respect and appreciate yourself, and you learn to count what you have as good, then you get more. That's just a basic law. But about getting more toys, it's okay. But having a relationship with the world that's stable, that's lasting, and equitable is this process. We talk about financial literacy, how to be smart, steward over your money. This is what we try to teach. So I'm not worried about kids getting new cars. I mean, if they can get a new car, good. But I'll probably learn to have respect for themselves, to appreciate a house better. Or they may learn not to. But just the idea to want to be successful in the world. It's all right, I mean, in fact, it's a part of the process. When you're giving the world something good, the world keeps paying you. So you get paid for giving goodness out. Make sure it's something that's lasting and stable, and get back something lasting and stable. Hopefully, you give something that's really good and inspiring to people that you don't think that the money means to go buy a car now, especially if you don't have a house. It just don't sound right. But if you're giving the world something good, you'll probably get out of needing only a car. You probably think that your return is something you want to be part of a cycle of giving that's lasting. It's more stable than a toy. Than a worthless toy. House is a toy, but the car's a worthless toy. So but anyway, that's just what I'm learning. Thank you.